Hey,
What's the deal, Jacob?
Good boy.
what's up, boy?
They ain't her. What are you
What?
doing?
Oh,
What are you doing, man?
nigga busting at me through the roof, shit.
He broke over there.
Is a nigga on the roof? I thought it was shit. That's what I'm trying to see.
It is. It is a nigga on the roof.
Somebody
Hey,
laying
sit
on the
down.
backside behind you.
Nigga couldn't wait to get on that game.
I got one down up there.
He dead. It's nigga at the bounty. It's a nigga at the bounty contract. I can't ping it because I'm down. There you go.
I broke him. He broke.
Ah, I missed it. I'm gonna miss.
Is there more on you guys?
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Listen, I'm headed out to my boat, okay? I'll give you a ride out, drop you wherever. So we're safe. One thing, though. Look at me. I know your friends are on the island. And my sister. I'm not helping them. All right? I can't trust them, okay? I'll give you a ride out, not them, okay?
Ready? So we get off the island. Hey, check that street.
They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that, and helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
One play action. Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
On 1st down, Fields. Right back to Pitts again. Touchdown, Colts. Kyle
Pitts. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Outer Banks? Nah, they're watching the Airbnb in Troy.
The score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Oh, you got to be shitting me.
But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
To about the 48-yard line. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They were just fine. Out of the marina. Total video.
Warren, 70. 79 Broncos.
Okay, so I have just a couple of questions.
He'll look to throw.
Good 620. Win 150 ball.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw brought in by Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Off play action, Fields. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Now Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap. Fields got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Shark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Fields. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on a give up the middle. And a loose football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Fields on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On 2nd and 10, Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fields. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Fields
His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He completes it to Olave.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. In motion, the tight end.
Second and 10. Fields again.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Christian Watson.
42 yards.
And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
Steps away to his left.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, a run with Hall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll drop to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get it complete.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They snap it to Fields. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. George Pickens. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Back to throw now on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Lions! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Warriors 70, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receiver...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Landry, the receiver, in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19, 5 in.
They'll set up a throw. That'll be complete to Cook.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Tight. 19 tight.
Now back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught left side by Cooks.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to 60.
They'll look to throw again.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11" Landry. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Lions, 70.
The slot man in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. 50 Bobcats. 50 Bobcats.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go if you think you're going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Back to throw, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go now.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40.
19 tight.
Back to throw again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half.